every time anybody mentioned The Bell Jar, I'd go, oh, I like that book because I read it and I remember liking it. I don't know what I liked about it. I don't know why I've decided to read Frankenstein. I do know why I've lied. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought this week's video would be super fun, something I haven't done before, and that is a weekend readathon. Basically, I just want to dedicate this weekend to reading and just see if I really focus in on my reading, how much can I read over a weekend. So I didn't include last night, Friday night. I just wasn't in the mood to film, and that's okay. But I did get a lot of the way through my book club pick of the month, which is The Bell Jar. I think I read 100 pages of it last night, and that was just by focusing. I now use an app called Opal, which my friend Grace put me onto, and that just like blocks my phone and like loads of apps, so I really was concentrating on reading. And I've read this. I read it years ago when I was 19, and I remember really enjoying it, but reading it again, and I don't say this to be horrible, but I don't remember what I liked about it. I really struggled to get into it, but then when I sat down and read last night, I did get into it again. But I wouldn't say it's a book I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying reading it, but the actual content of the book is not entertaining. It's not fun. It's not something to be liked. But I think I'm just going to smash out the rest. I'm heading to a cafe now, and I just want to read, take some notes so that I have things to say at book club that I don't forget. And yeah, I will just keep you updated with this little weekend readathon. Hello, I am now back from the cafe, and I did finish The Bell Jar, and these are my notes I made that I'm going to bring to book club. Just kind of say my biggest takeaways from the book and kind of how I feel I relate and stuff. But this is this one finished. I must say, I don't know what I have been going around saying. I was like, every time anybody mentioned The Bell Jar, I'd go, oh, I like that book because I read it and I remember liking it. I don't know what I liked about it. I genuinely do not know what I liked about it. And that's not to say it's a bad book, and I was intrigued whilst reading it, but these are not nice themes. These are not nice topics. And the character, like, whilst she's somewhat relatable, I think, to, especially if you've read it, to a certain extent, that's then when I lose the ability to relate to her, because I haven't been through that struggle before. But I'm glad it's done. And then also, just for a little bit whilst I've been back, I have read, I started reading Frankenstein. I don't know why I've decided to read Frankenstein. I do know why I've lied. I went to watch that film called, is it called The Bride? I think. It was so strange. So strange. Definitely went right over my head, the whole feminism whatnot of the film, but it was so strange. But it is like Frankenstein-esque, so I've decided to start Frankenstein, and I'm on page 20, and I don't really know what's going on. There's some captain sending letters to a woman called Margaret, and I don't know. I know the general, like, he makes this human monster thing, but I don't know what's going on at the moment. But I've decided to read this, so there we go. Whilst I was eating some lunch, I had 3 Amazon parcels come, so I thought I would show you what I got. Unfortunately, none of them are books, because when I purchased this stuff, I decided to behave myself and not get any books. But I just thought I would show you this. I've decided to include my little reading side quests to my weekend vlog. Let's open the smallest one first. I don't know why they came in 3 packages, because I ordered everything at the same time. These are my lashes. I'm going to a concert on Tuesday, and I've used these ones before. They're the NYX Fringe Glam, and they're just really nice and really natural, like wispy lashes. So, oh, I ordered another pair of these. Let's do, this one's lighter. Hello. I ordered another L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. I don't like this setting spray, but it does the job. I don't like it because it breaks me out the day after I've used it, but it makes my makeup not budge for, I don't know whether it's what the claim is of how long it doesn't budge for, but I love it for that. It's also really good at not transferring anything, and really good at, I like to instant tan my chest, and it sets that as well, so really great. But it does break me out. I was gonna get the one size one, but I can't seem to find like the original one. I don't want the waterproof one, the original one. I can't find it, so I went for this one. I didn't know I ordered the bigger size of it. And this one is the package that actually relates to YouTube. Oh, I forgot I ordered these. I ordered some bangles. I just had a hyper focus that I needed some bangles. Like, it was all I thought about. Like, every outfit I was thinking this needs a bangle, so I got these. I don't know why they're like, is it called air wrapped? I don't know why are they like this. I don't know. And then I got one of these vacuum magnet tripod things, which I've really been wanting for, like, my tripod is huge and it's great for my camera and like long form videos, but when I'm just wanting to do like little clips on my phone, it's so hard to find a place to sit it. I need to get this one, and hopefully then I can put it on the wall, I can put it on my mirror, I can put it everywhere. Look like this. And then I also got a little mini mic, which I'm super excited for because I've noticed, don't worry everybody, that my camera audio is not great, and neither is it on my phone. But there's two. Oh, that's dead cute. Look at that. Oh wow. So I'm gonna figure out how to, oh, little fluffy things. I'm gonna figure out how to use this, and maybe, just maybe, in the next clip I'll have better audio. Probably not. Quite bad with stuff like that. I will leave that until whenever. But yeah, what a fun little Amazon haul. Lovely. The app called Opal has really been helping me concentrate when reading. I like to have music on my phone or some kind of audio coming from my phone whilst I'm reading, which if it's next to me, I then pick it up and start going on TikTok, Instagram, that kind of thing. But this has been helping because it blocks. You can block any app you want, and I do mine to block TikTok and Instagram because they're what I go on when I go on my phone. So if they're not available, I put it back down. And so I'm going to do another reading timer right now, and I'm gonna get stuck back into this. How gorgeous is this cover? I think it might be one of my faves. So yeah, let's see how much I can read. I think I'm gonna do an hour. Hello, I am now just over 100 pages in, and I'm gripped. I understand what's going on now with the letters. Basically, I believe at the moment Victor was found on the boat by these men, and then he's like, let me tell you what's happened to me. And then he's saying about his past and how he's into science and kind of everything in science that interested him, everything in like nature, and combining the two and what can happen. And then he created this monster, and he like fears this monster, and this monster's caused loads of problems. I'm trying not to spoil it if you haven't read it. And then right now, like just as I've left off to check in, the monster and him have came face to face, like fully, and he's like, the monster is like, no, let me tell you my story. And then he feels obliged to, since he created him. I'm really enjoying it. It's very digestible. I thought it was going to be quite hard to read because sometimes classics can just not read smoothly to me, but this one is, and honestly I feel like I'm whizzing through it, and it's so short as well. I think it's under 300 pages, so I'm already a third of the way through, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm quite excited to hear the monster's story. So that is where I'm up to. I really still am like, this is such a rogue choice. So rogue. I think after this, after reading the bell jar and then going straight into this, I'm going to need something whimsy. Something that is maybe not as intense. Good morning. Ignore the fresh face. I was just going to check in with you because we're actually heading to another coffee shop and I'm going to do more reading, but I think I need to check in right now. I finished Frankenstein last night, and I actually just feel so like, if you told even me last year that you're just going to spend an evening reading Frankenstein front to back, I wouldn't have believed you. but I ended up giving it a 3.5 stars just because if I compare it to my other 4-star reads, it's really not on that level, but I did have a really, really lovely time reading it. It was very entertaining, very interesting. I loved some of the writing, like I've dog-eared some of the pages to note down some of the quotes. I think I'm going to do the same as what I did with the bell jar and just make some notes and kind of pop them in the front here. I really, really enjoyed it though, and I'm very happy to say that I've read it. Next book that I'm going to take with me to the cafe is The Women by Kristen Hanna, because this has been in my TBR cart for ages now, and I recently, after I watched Pearl Harbor one day because my friend wanted me to, and since then I've been really, really interested, like trying to find loads of podcasts, loads of stories about women heroines in war, and I think this will be perfect because if I'm right, I believe this is about women who were nurses in the Vietnam War. I'm going to read this, I'm going to take this, hopefully I can finish it today, and yeah, then I will have finished 3 books in this video. This book has well and truly got me absolutely enthralled. On page 156, and I genuinely have not put this down, I love it. We're following Frankie, who was from California in the 60s. Her brother joins the army and she ends up talking to the brother's best friend. He tells her women can be heroes too, and then she decides she's going to be a nurse in the same war that her brother's gone to, which is the Vietnam War. And we've been following her from when she first started, the kind of shock of it all and the shock of everything going on because the news wasn't telling the Americans everything. She made a couple friends, and just Kristen Hanna has a way of making me feel so connected to all of the characters. Like, I'm so obsessed with these characters, and there's just so much tragedy going on because of the war, yet you're just rooting for these characters. You just absolutely want the best for everybody. And somebody from her past, just where I've left off, somebody from her past has suddenly came into her life again, and I'm so enthralled. But to be honest, this is terrifying me. So I'm thinking, what the hell is going to happen? Because I feel like usually Kristen Hanna kind of has a big tragic plot twist happen, and we've already had many tragic plot twists, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm enjoying this so much. Like, I think this is the first book that I've read in so long where I just want to sit and read. Like, the thought of having to do anything else, like I need to tidy my room, and I think I'm going to do that now, but it's making me upset that I can't sit and read this book. It's just, I know it's going to make me cry. This is going to be a tearjerker. I already wanted to cry at one part, but I thought, no, keep it together because this is Kristen Hanna. It is only going to get worse. This is exactly what I needed. You know how I was saying that I'm loving stories of women being incredible in war? This is exactly that, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm halfway through this book, and we've just had the most devastating news of the plot. I wasn't expecting that at all. They didn't soften the blow, let me tell you that. It was hidden in this bit of text what has happened. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm terrified for the rest of it. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what to update you on, to be honest, because I don't want to spoil this book. I don't want to tell you anything that happens. I think that's the beauty of her books, is that you're just left hoping for the best every other page. Oh my gosh, that's really shocked me. Whew, that's tough. Usually her books only make me cry at the end, when at the end she usually has a plot where just everything falls into place and like things get revealed and etc, etc. Not halfway through. Oh my god. finished. It's done. Oh my god, the pain. I must say though, I think this is the only Kristen Hannah book that I haven't cried at. The plot twist at the end, that was a shock. I feel like I want to give this 4 stars. I don't think this is a 5-star because honestly, I've been through an emotional roller coaster, but almost not in the good way. 3/4 of the way through, it is just emotional turmoil, and it just has a series of events that is just so, it will give you whiplash because you just can't keep up with what's going on, and I don't really enjoy that because I'm like, okay, now it feels like I'm reading a story because this is so unrealistic. I mean, I'm sorry if this is based on a true story or like somebody has had this happen, but that was just crazy. I can't really give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed the first half. I think the second half didn't really mean as much to me. I don't think I really connected with much of it. Very, very intriguing, interesting book. I was entranced. I've sat and read this cover to cover. But I know I said before I read that one that I wanted something light and easy after I'd read it, but there is a book called Minor Detail that has been on my TBR for so long, and it's about the war. It's a different war though. I think it's one in Palestine, and I wonder whether to read that one because I am now in this war mood, and I thought that one was going to make me cry, and I'm not upset that I'm not upset, but at the same time, why am I not more moved? And that Minor Detail is meant to be devastating. I don't know whether it's a true story. I don't think so. I might read that one. Let me get it. Here it is. It's called Minor Detail. The summer of 1949. Okay, so it's like 30 years before that war. The Palestinians. I think I'm going to read this one. It's super short. I think I'll be able to finish this by tonight. Then we will have finished 4 books, which would be crazy. I feel like I'm in a very war book mood. I've been really interested about any kind of war since I watched Pearl Harbor. I don't know what it did to me. It's the following day now, and I'm here to wrap up our little 48-hour weekend readathon. I did finish Minor Detail, and I gave it 1.5 stars, which I know is so brutal, but it's not a 2-star. Arguably it's a what, like I don't want to ever think about this book again. It meant nothing to me. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I just feel like it wasn't for me. I don't get the purpose, I don't get the point. I don't think there was enough depth to this novel to make me learn anything about any of the topics that it covered. So like if I wanted to dive into this kind of topic, I'd choose a different book. This didn't do anything. There wasn't a point to the second part. Like I don't get it. And if somebody feels the need to explain it to me, please do, because this really just didn't do anything for me. I didn't get it. I think it just went straight over my head, any kind of point to this book, because I know that this has such good reviews. So that's why I bought it. But I genuinely, it meant nothing to me. I'm not trying to be insensitive to the topics that this covers, but I just don't think there was enough depth to this book. Like nothing really felt very studied or detailed. Nothing. So it's a 1.5, and I think even that is quite generous. That wraps up this little weekend readathon. I really hope you enjoyed. I'd definitely do one of these again. I feel like it was so nice to kind of strip away any distractions and just purely prioritize reading, and I completely feel out of my slump now, which I know is a topic I've been talking about in every video, but I'm just excited to read. Just excited. Yeah, that is everything for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.